Let's go out to Gainesville, Florida. Gators Online, I'm telling you, if you want to stay in the know for all things Gators, Gators Online is going to be the spot for you via the Florida On 3 site. DJ Lagway, one of the most highly anticipated freshman quarterbacks in Gainesville, I'd venture to say since Tim Tebow, just calling a spade a spade. There's a really healthy mentorship right now between Graham Mertz and DJ Lagway. DJ Lagway, again, the top quarterback in the class of 2024. When I say healthy mentorship, Graham Mertz understands it's his football team. Okay, everybody in Gainesville, not just within that building, but outside of that building, understands it's 15's football team. So with that being the case, there's not this overwhelming pressure that, hey, is he going to lose his job if he throws an interception? Does he have to look over his shoulder? Is there this quarterback derby going on? No. Graham Mertz is your leader. And so when you have confidence as a leader, both internally and from your teammates, you have the freedom then to be a little bit more of a assistance to the younger guys. Like he understands now for the future in Gainesville, it's DJ Lagway. So bringing him along, not just with the playbook, but also just how to be a college quarterback. Hey, DJ, when we finish up with our schoolwork, we got to make sure we get back in the film room and watch a couple extra hours of film. That's what it takes to be successful. It's a new rhythm for him, and having someone like a Graham Mertz who's played as much college football as he has, bringing him along, I think that's massive. So that's good news if you're a Florida fan. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, stay in there. They're looking for another wide receiver to step up for them. Trey Wilson, man, you know what you have in him. He was a stud, true freshman for them a season ago, going to be a true sophomore this upcoming year. He was a Swiss Army knife. It was very evident in multiple games this year, get the ball to 3. Get the ball to 3. Let him cook. However, they were able to utilize him to the degree they were because Ricky Pearsall was also on the field for them last year. Now, Ricky Pearsall, God bless him, going to make a whole lot of money in the NFL. So who's that second pass catcher that's going to step up at Florida to kind of take some pressure off Eugene Wilson? Because if you're rolling out there as an offense and you got one guy that can hurt you catching the football, it's going to kind of minimize his impact. So is that Aiden Mizell, who's got real deal speed? Is it Andy Jean, who was a 4-star cat from last year's class as well? We're going to see. But they got some options there. They got some weapons there. And keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on the Gators online message board to get an idea for how they're coming along. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, some linebackers wearing some black jerseys. Black jerseys, of course, is the non-contact jersey. You got Shamar James out there. That's going to be non-contact. So Miles Graham and Pup Howard, two guys that are going to have a chance now to try their stuff a little bit. And have a chance to kind of make a name for themselves a little bit more. Both good players in their own right, both unproven to a degree in their own right. They're going to have a chance to kind of make a case for some more playing time when it comes to what they're going to do on the field. Tyler Miles is their new strength and conditioning head coach out there. Folks hear about, buy-in around a strength conditioning coach and say, yeah, of course they're bought in. You have no choice but to buy in. If you're not buying into what the strength coach is doing, you're running, gassers after practice. That might be true, but even with that being said, it's always good to hear that you have buy-in with the new strength conditioning coach. There's also a little bit of buzz that he was the guy that the players had originally lobbied for to be the new head of strength conditioning coach. So there's buy-in there. That's encouraging. Last thing I'll say here, going back to temperature, within that team, there is a feeling in Gainesville that locker room is taking the criticism that Billy Napier is receiving on a personal level. Like, hey, if we take care of business last year as a team, we're not having to deal with these headlines around Billy Napier and around, is he going to be fired? Is he on the hot seat? Like, I think there's a little bit of loyalty there between locker room to coach. And I've said this now for the course of the last year. There is real buy-in between Billy Napier and his team. The way they finished the season, the way they played against Florida State. I understand it wasn't pretty in the win-loss column, but this is a team that plays for Billy Napier. Like, there was never any sign of quit from this Florida team when they had a lot of opportunities, quite frankly, to quit at different points in the year based on what they were or weren't playing for. So keep an eye on that. There's an edge in Florida. There's a little bit of an edge in Gainesville, and I think that's encouraging for the good folks out there going to some games in the swamp. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.